This is the story of the disappearance of Maura Murry. Maura was born May 4th, 1982, to Fred and Laura Murry. Maura graduated from Whitman-Henson Regional High School, and she was accepted into the United States Military Academy in West Point, New York, where she studied chemical engineering for 3 semesters. After her freshman year, she transferred to the University of Mass, Amherst, to study nursing. Murry had stolen makeup, less than $5 worth, from the commissary at Fort Knox during her time at West Point while on a training expedition. As a result, in an honor code violation, Murry was allowed to leave West Point without getting officially expelled, which therefore allowed her to transfer to the UMass Amherst nursing program. In November 2003, 3 months before her disappearance, Murry admitted to using a stolen credit card to order food from several restaurants, including one in Hadley, Mass. The charges was continued to December to be dismissed after 3 months of good behavior. On the evening of February 5th, 2004, Murry spoke on the phone with her older sister, Kathleen, while she was on duty at the campus security job. They discussed Kathleen's relationship problems with her fiancé. After 10:30, while on her shift, it was reported that Murry broke down in tears. When her supervisor arrived at her desk, Murry was just completely zoned out. No reaction at all. She was unresponsive. The supervisor escorted Murry back to her dorm room around 1:20 a.m. and then asked what was wrong. Murry stated 2 words, "My sister." The contents of the call remained unknown until 2017, when Kathleen publicly explained the conversation. A recovering alcoholic had been discharged from a rehab clinic that evening and was on her way home. Her fiancé took her to a liquor store, which caused an emotional breakdown. On Saturday, February 7th, Murray's father, Fred, arrived in Amherst. He told investigators he and Murry went car shopping that afternoon and later went to dinner with friends of his daughters. Murry dropped her father off at the motel and borrowed his Toyota Corolla, returning to campus to attend a dorm party. She arrived at 10:30 p.m. and at 2:30 a.m. Sunday, February 8th, she left the party at 3:30 a.m. en route to her father's motel. She struck a guardrail on Route 9 in Hadley, causing nearly $10,000 worth of damage to her father's car. The reporting officer wrote an accident report, but there was no documentation of sobriety field test being conducted. Murry was driven to her father's motel and stayed in the room the rest of the morning. At 4:43, there was a phone call placed to her boyfriend from Fred's phone. Later, Sunday morning, Fred Murphy learned the damage to his vehicle would be covered by the auto insurance. He rented a car, dropped Murry off at the university, and departed for Connecticut. At 11:30 that night, Fred called his daughter to remind her to obtain an accident form from the Registry of Motor Vehicles. They agreed to talk again Monday night to discuss the form and fill out the insurance claim via phone. On Monday, February 9th, after midnight, Murry used her personal computer to search MapQuest for directions to the Berkshires and to Burlington, Vermont. The first reported contact Murry had with anyone on February 9th was at 1 p.m. when she emailed her boyfriend, "I got your message, but honestly, I don't feel like talking to much of anyone. I promise to call you today, though." She also made a phone call inquiring about renting a condominium at the same condo association with which her family had vacationed in the past. Telephone records indicate that the call lasted 3 minutes. The owner did not rent the condo to Murry. At 1:13, Murry called a fellow nursing student for reasons unknown. At 1:24, Murry emailed her supervisor of nursing school facility that she would be out of town for a week due to a death in the family. No one in her family had died. She also said that she would contact them when she returned. At 2:05 p.m., Murry called a number which provided recorded information about booking a hotel in Vermont. The call lasted approximately 5 minutes. At 2:18, she telephoned her boyfriend and left a voice message promising him that she would talk to him later. Later that day, Murray packed her car. Around 3:30, she drove off the campus in her black '96 Saturn. Classes at the university had been canceled that day due to a snowstorm. At 3:40, Murray withdrew $280 from an ATM. And at a nearby liquor store, Murray purchased $40 worth of alcohol. Murray then left Amherst between 4 and 5 p.m., presumably via Interstate 91 North. She called to check her voicemail at 4:37, the last recorded use of her phone. To date, there is no indication she had informed anyone of her destination, the disappearance. Sometime after 7 p.m., a Woodward, New Hampshire resident heard a loud thump outside of her home through her window. She could see a car up against the snowbank along Route 112. The car pointed west on the eastbound side of the road. She telephoned the sheriff's department at 7:27 p.m. to report the accident. According to the 911 log, the woman claimed to have seen a man smoking a cigarette inside the car. However, she later stated that she had not seen a man nor a person smoking a cigarette, but rather had seen what appeared to be a red light glowing from the inside of the car, potentially from a cell phone. At about the same time, another neighbor saw the car as well. As someone walked around the vehicle, she witnessed a third neighbor pulling up alongside the vehicle. The neighbor, a school bus driver, returning home, noticed the young girl was not bleeding or visibly injured, but cold and shivering. He offered to telephone for help. She asked him not to call the police and assured him she already called AAA. AAA has no record of any such call. Knowing there was no cell service reception in the area, the bus driver continued home and called police. His call was received by the sheriff's department at 7:43. He was unable to see Murray's car while he made the call, but did notice several cars passing on the road before the police arrived. Another local resident driving home from work claimed she passed by the scene around 7:37 and saw a police SUV parked facing Murray's car. She pulled over briefly and did not see anyone inside or outside the car and decided to continue home. The witness's claims contradict the official police log, which was police arriving 9 minutes later. According to the official police log, at 7:46, police officers arrived at the scene. No one was inside or around the car. The car had been impacted into a tree on the driver's side, severely damaging the left headlight, and had pushed the car's radiator into the fan, rendering it inoperable. The car's windshield was cracked on the driver's side, and both airbags had deployed. The car was locked. Inside and outside the car, they discovered red stains that looked like red wine. Inside the car, the officers found an empty beer bottle, a damaged box of wine. In addition, he found a AAA card issued to Murray, blank accident report forms, gloves, compact discs, makeup, diamond jewelry, driving directions to Burlington, Vermont, Murray's favorite stuffed animal. Missing were Murray's debit card, cell phone, none of which has been located or used since her disappearance. The police later reported that some of the bottles of purchased liquor were also missing, the alleged sighting. Between 8 and 9:30, the contractor returning home saw a young person moving quickly on foot eastbound on Route 112, about 4 to 5 miles of where Murphy's vehicle was discovered. He noted that the young person was wearing jeans, a dark coat, and a light-colored hoodie. He did not report it to police immediately due to his own confusion of dates, only discovered 3 months later. when he reviewed his work records that he had spotted the young person the same night Murray's disappearance. The responding officer and the bus driver drove around the area searching for Murray just before 8 p.m. EMS and a fire truck arrived to clear the scene. By 9:49, the car had been towed to a local garage. At about 9:30, the responding officer left. A rag believed to have been part of Murray's emergency roadside kit was discovered stuffed inside the Saturn's tailpipe. Authorities would later refer to Murray as missing at 12 p.m. the next day, almost 24 hours after the last confirmed sighting of her. There wasn't much information on the case until early 2012. Observers of the Murphy case and observers of the Murray case began taking notes on a YouTuber named Mr. Dirtbag 112, who posted a series of online videos that some believe contain cryptic clues to Murray's disappearance. Both Murray's family and professional criminologists dismissed the video as a cruel and hilarious plot for attention. Added the 112 Dirtbag video and another one that may pertain to this case. I will be doing another video on all the evidence that has been found in the last 15 years. So stay tuned for the next upcoming video on the disappearance of Maura Murry. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you liked my video, then hit the share button and don't forget to subscribe for more creepy and unexplained mysteries. Oh, don't forget, I upload a new video every day.